In 1971, the University of Georgia experienced a momentous revolution. A revolution that can be traced back to two individuals rallying for a college experience where them and their peers could comfortably and confidently be themselves, in the face of an administration that was largely uncompromising in its disdain for the university's non-straight student body. John Hord and Asa Bill Green were two gay UGA students during a time of social revolution and anti-war sentiment that rippled through the student bodies of universities across the country. Together, they would form the University of Georgia's Committee on Gay Education. Following the path paved by the burst of anti-war ideals propagated by young Americans across the country in the face of the Vietnam War, along with the recent Stonewall Rebellion in 1969, Hord and Green took their opportunity to begin forming a committee designed to educate the public on the difficulties of being non-straight on the University of Georgia campus, as well as create an outlet for non-straight students to come together and feel comfortable being themselves around understanding peers. They found their faculty advisor in the form of the well-known family sociologist Dr. Carl King, who saw their formation of the committee as an opportunity for education. He invited Hord and Green into his classroom, where they acted as guest lecturers and raised awareness not only to their individual experiences at the university, but also to the committee's first official meeting. Flyers such as this one also aided in the publicization of the meeting's location and time. The first meeting was a success, but it did not come without the expected pushback from a university administration that feared for public uproar. The committee would not be officially recognized by the University of Georgia as an organization, but as you will soon see, this would not stop Hord and Green. Following a visit from Jack Baker, an openly gay law student from the University of Minnesota who had made national news for applying to marry his partner the previous year, the Committee on Gay Education was encouraged to bring their battle with the disapproving UGA administration into the public eye. With the support of committee members, Hord and Green decided their best course of action was to host a gay dance in the Memorial Hall ballroom. This bold move would require precision and planning, and Hord and Green had to be prepared for the worst if things did not go to plan. A reservation was made through the third-party Intersect organization, as the CGE was not an official university organization and therefore could not make their own reservation. Following this, things began happening at warp speed. Firstly, Dr. King, their faculty advisor, resigned from his position with the CGE, citing a lapse in the committee's goals for educational purposes. Bill Green contended that the dance had educational value, saying in an interview with the Red and Black newspaper, "Our purpose in holding this dance is to have a large number of gays turn out, have a nice evening, and leave, and for the world to look at it and realize the world hasn't come to an end." However, despite his assertion, King would not come back as the faculty advisor for the CGE, and the students would have to push forward on their own. Following King's resignation, things continued to go poorly for the CGE's dance plans, as the Director of Student Activities, John Cox, canceled the reservation of the ballroom made on the behalf of the committee. Under threat that the dance would violate the state of Georgia's sodomy laws at the time, the Dean of Student Affairs told committee members that the university could be held liable for their actions. After continued suppression of the committee voice and the wavering support of public officials, the CGU finally gained some traction when an equity complaint was filed on behalf of Bill Green, the director of Intersect Rick Gilberg, and another committee member, Nick Curry. The complaint accused the University of Georgia of denying them freedom of speech, association, privacy, and equal protection under the law. Additionally, the complaint called for a temporary restraining order that would prevent UGA from halting the CGE dance. This was March 9th, 1972, the day before the dance was scheduled to happen. Fortunately for the CGU, the presiding judge of the resulting hearing was Clark County Superior Court Judge James Barrow, a judge not only known for his extensive roots to the area, but also for his support of civil rights in Georgia. After a tense hearing spanning up until hours before the dance was supposed to occur on March 10th, Barrow declared the students had a constitutional right to assemble for their dance. The Committee on Gay Education would go on to host more programs on campus after the dance featuring Atlanta drag queen Diamond Lil and alternative band Ravenstone was a success. The work that the CGE started is carried on today by organizations such as the Pride Alliance or the Faculty and Staff Globe's LGBTQ+ organization. As challenging as their work may have been, UGA is fortunate that Hord and Green took this bold step into making the university a more accepting place for its LGBTQ+ students.